yesterday, we had LA Sheriff Alex Villanueva on to discuss new propositions in California and Governor Newsom's failed agenda. Today, we're doubling down on Republicans adding wrinkles to the blue dominance on the West Coast. Joining me now to discuss that and adding Republican congressional seats, as well as increased registration under her leadership, is Chairman of the California Republican Party, Jessica Milan Patterson. Thank you for joining us, Jessica.
Hey, Stacy. Great to be with you.
So let's talk about this. You had an epic day. Last week was a culmination of your efforts there in California, leading a blue state back into a very moderate territory and possibly even swing state status. How do you feel?
I feel great. And this year, absolutely right. It was a culmination of work over the last 6 years. You know, when we came in 2019, we had just lost half of our congressional delegation. We were the third largest party in the state, if you count Decline to States as an organized party. More people were choosing Decline to State than they were choosing Republican as their registration. Since then, we've registered over 920,000 new Republicans. We've picked up congressional seats. It looks like this cycle we will pick up Assembly and Senate seats as well. Not only that, but watching the shift, the red in the map increasing in California. Multiple counties flipped from 2020 to 2024 voting for President Trump. You talked to Sheriff Villanueva, and he probably told you about Prop 36. You know, this was a fix-it proposition that was fixing the problems that California Democrats had championed over the years, these pro-criminal policies. And Prop 36 won in every single county in our state. We saw a multiple point shift for President Trump. We saw 72% of all counties, including places like Los Angeles and San Francisco, move towards the Republican side. This is great news for Republicans.
It is. And so I want to highlight something you talked about there. You talked about flipping counties. I looked at the map, the before and after. It's stark. It's stunning. It's a great actual outcome. But what happened, in addition to the work that the California GOP did, is that we saw President Trump hold rallies in California. Instead of treating it as a fait accompli, someplace where he couldn't get votes, he went out there and he asked people to vote for him, which is actually retail politics. Other Republicans haven't done that. Talk to me about what you want to see in 2028. I know it's 4 years away, but it'll be here before you know it.
Right. And we have the opportunity in 2026. We have a gubernatorial race. And while the California voters have said very, very clearly, when it comes to the ideas, when it comes to the issues, we're actually with the Republican Party. This cycle, if the vote stays as it is, California Republican Party will be with the California voters 89% of the initiatives, the statewide ballot initiatives. That's up from 66% and 62% in the last two cycles. That's very good news for us. So we have an opportunity with the right candidate to actually change the state government by electing a Republican governor. So that's exciting. Certainly when President Trump was here for Trumpchella, it was electrifying. The massive amounts of crowds that were there to see the president and watch him deliver his message. People were ready for change. And I think that's what we saw here in California.
All right. I agree with you. And I think, you know, highlighting that opportunity to remove Governor Newsom and kind of drive a stake through the heart of that Newsom-Pelosi dynasty would be fantastic. So anything you'd like to see right off the bat for this incoming GOP majority in both houses, also the presidency, this is a great opportunity for change.
Listen, we are given a finite amount of time. We know that we have 2 years where we have the Triple Crown. In fact, here in California, some people are saying that it was Congressman David Valadao. Others were saying that it was Congressman Calvert. Either way, California delivered that House majority. We obviously have the Senate. We need to make sure we're confirming as many judges as possible. But it's really important, and that's the role that California played, to enact President Trump's common sense agenda. He needed the House. I think that the House and the Senate should work as quickly as possible to push forward all of President Trump's agenda so that they know that they have those 2 years for sure. We are not guaranteed anything beyond that. And so I think that it's incumbent upon those Republican House majorities to now go and govern. It is very clear that Americans are sick and tired of what the Democrats have been serving up. whether it's public safety, inflation, or our schools. They want to make sure that we turn the page on that time in our history, and Republicans have the opportunity to do it. Now the hard part comes, go and govern.
Oh, sounds so good. I'm so excited. Congratulations again, Jessica. We've had many great conversations about this outcome, and now it's actually here. It feels really great, and it's so good to see you here on TV. Thank you.
Great to be with you too. Thanks for having me.
All right. Talk to you.